some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Sooners will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they've proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
They'll leave it with the lone back. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. Now setting up shop in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Using the quick game. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. From the gun. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And you've got a golden opportunity here now on 3rd down. I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing off, and you want to do that by scoring a touchdown. So think about...
Touchdown, Aggies! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup, accurate throw, and they get paid.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So Oklahoma's offense will go to work for the first time today. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback effectively. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
He leaves it with his back. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Wants to bring it back. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quarterback empties his backfield. Looking downfield on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action. Firing to the right, complete. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
There he goes. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The give to the back. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. The Sooners are rolling down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. Fires left. He caught it. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll sneak it. Sneaks into the end zone.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. New Mexico has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside University Stadium. They're up by a field goal over Washington State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Finds his man. It's Cortez. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Great place to start for this offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
The offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
He'll be stopped at the 32, still ground to cover if they want to convert, and fourth down is coming. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Final play of the quarter coming. Going to the running game. Turning it on! There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. First play of the period, first down here. They'll ride the hot hand. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And the Aggies can really attack on this second and short. The give to the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Running back searching for a hole. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They have declared their intentions on this drive, keeping it on the ground. It's 1st and 10 again. Finds his tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big game, but it makes life really easy on me on second down.
The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Fires to the big fella. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle. He's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Texas A&M will line up with a first and goal. Power ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
And oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the grab. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. The Sooners send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 45. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they... Oh, he's got some space. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that first down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built on. They got to have that toughness. When the Aggies have that toughness is when you see that their best teams are competing at a high level.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Under fire. The sure hands. It's Cooper. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Converts on 4th down, still going. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further.
And what a great play call there on 4th down. You know, they script and practice these all throughout the week. You've got to be able to call something that you know you can run in your sleep. Beautiful execution on that 4th down play for a touchdown.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got his man out of the backfield. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Floats it out in space. Hard running there. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the catch. It's Gage. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Sooners will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Plucks it out of the air. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
Working that left side now.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to go up top and times running out in the half. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. And the Sooners buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Takes it the other way. The 50. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Sooners!
So nice to have the run game, so nice to trust in it, so nice to cut this game to a 1-possession game. Halftime now becomes a lot more bearable. Coaches ain't yelling and screaming. We got to get this fixed. We got some positive mojo on our side.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far.
Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the 3rd quarter started. Bringing it back. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. And I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the second half.
And it's exactly that, David. You got to create momentum here early in the second half. You only do that by going out, marching the ball down the field, and scoring right away, trying to put pressure on the opposing offense.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Well, you get the incompletion there on third down, and you've still got a half of football basically to play. Do you trust your defense down one possession to get it back to give you a shot? If you don't, then you've got to stay out there and you've got to go for this, and you've got to dial up your best play to stay on the field.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Catch in the... Cortez. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. They're working that left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
They'll give it to the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
Man, what a nice touchdown run. And this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Slings it downfield. Picked off. What a play to set him up. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. It's Cortez. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Aggies! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Motion from the back. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Slithers into space. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Sooners come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. The Sooners will have it 1st and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Gage. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Now on the option. He'll toss it. Nice move to keep running. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. And the Sooners have their offense in high gear. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
Here's the handoff. Fighting off the defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Makes the grab on third. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Cantrell. Makes the grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. The offense lining up for a first down play.
Really nice job threading the needle on that pass. They've had a lot of dudes that were able to do that in Norman, Oklahoma. Josh Heupel, Jason White, Sam Bradford, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts. The names go on and on and on. Hurting you in the passing game with their vision, with their accuracy. This guy, I tell you, he fits right in this Oklahoma offense.
He's got his man across the middle. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. The Sooners will try to punch it in on first and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. New Mexico is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 21 to Washington State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run play action. Throws for the tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The Aggies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that.
Deep shot for the end zone. And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 2nd down coming up. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage, and time has expired here in the 3rd. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of into the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out, get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Snatches it on the right. Hits the crease. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Catch in the middle. It's Gage. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here.
Here we go.
Looking to fire. It's complete to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
The give and tick, 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 tick. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads it left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off the play fake. Looking left. He makes the catch. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Here's a heat. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was
touchdown, Texas A&M, and the pummeling has started. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. Extending the play. Got the first himself. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping me.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Can't make the catch on 3rd down, and the rarest of drops for this guy. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Shoots it to the left. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel.
And it's his 4th interception of the game. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The run from the shotgun. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. The Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cantrell. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the back. Makes the grab on the left.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
The Sooners are facing 3rd and inches. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They just needed a few inches, and the defense knocked them down in the backfield. They have given it up on all 3 of their previous 4th down tries. Can they keep the drive? Hauls it in, the first down and more. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on 4th down, say to go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big first down.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Throws toward the end zone. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And the Sooners have it with a 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. Touchdown, Sooners! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be. And
oh, they block it. He picks it up. That's a live ball. They march the ball 51 yards for the score. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation